getting back together with him.
If you need me, I'm just a phone call away, okay?
Doesn't it bother you not having a plan?
Life's got a way of showing you what your next move's gonna be.
Season 2 of Sullivan's Crossing premieres May 13th at 8 p.m. Only on CNC3.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Time Check, brought to you by BioStrath Immune with added zinc. Distributed by H&J Enterprises Limited.
Six-year-old girl in critical condition after water park accident.
Instead of facing this issue head-on, that he is choosing to sidestep this issue.
Health Minister sparks backlash after saying health sector not in crisis. PNM Tobago election narrows to two-horse race.
And in sport, champions Team TTO make a perfect start to their Jean Pierre Caribbean Youth Netball Championship title defense with a dominant win over the Cayman Islands.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Doris Polo and this is the weekend news here on CNC3. In our top story this evening, days after a fatal drowning at Pigeon Point claimed the life of Angelica Jogi in Tobago, another family is grieving a near-fatal tragedy. 6-year-old Skylar Gabriel is fighting for her life after she was found unresponsive in a pool at Bumper Jumpers Fun Park in Gasparillo on Friday afternoon. Paramedics rushed the girl, said to be autistic, to the San Fernando General Hospital, where she remains in critical condition in the intensive care unit. A senior official at the fun park told CNC3 News that pool guards were on duty and proper signs are set up reminding parents to supervise their children. He says footage shows Skylar was underwater for 8 minutes before she was rescued by another patron.
The camera would show that the child was in the kids' pool, unsupervised. She left and she went up to the big slides. There were a lot of, well, the kids that were here were on the slide, so the workers couldn't differentiate whether she was with the group or by herself.
He offered this advice to parents.
I want to give to parents, regardless of where you go, whether it's here, Bumper Jumpers, or any other water facilities in Trinidad, pay attention to your kids. If you know your kids cannot swim, if you know you have special needs children, ensure that they have life vests on. We provide life vests here. We have noodles, we have floaties. We put things in place to avoid such things.
Skylar's parents told CNC3 News there were no lifeguards on duty or no life vests available. They say Skylar's condition is improving and they are focusing on her recovery at this time. Meanwhile, Barrackpore residents will gather tomorrow night for a candlelight vigil in memory of Angelica Jogi. The event, set to begin at 7 p.m., is being organized by the Believers Assembly Church and the Satyanarayan Hindu Temple. The group will assemble at Cottage Road Junction, and the procession will end at Angelica's family home. Jogi's father, who was seriously injured in the accident that claimed her life, remains in hospital. Reacting to the tragedy, Secretary of the Safety Council of Trinidad and Tobago, Hazel Mohan George, says the incident highlights serious gaps in enforcement and joins the call for stricter regulation of watercraft operators. President of the National Nursing Association, Eddie Stewart, says the health minister's response to Friday's march on the capital has angered nurses. After scores of nurses marched from the Ministry of Health to the Ministry of Finance demanding increased salaries and settlement on other matters, Health Minister Dr. Lakram Bodo told Parliament the health sector was not in crisis. But speaking with CNC3 News today, Stewart says the overwhelming turnout by healthcare workers yesterday is a clear signal of nurses' frustration. He says the minister's comments may have an adverse effect.
We find it extremely troubling that the minister, instead of facing this issue head-on, that he is choosing to sidestep this issue. So, unfortunately, the association is meeting in an emergency meeting right now to decide the way forward for us and the entire healthcare sector.
Stewart says the actions on Friday already had an impact on patient care.
We are understanding that surgeries were postponed, clinics were cancelled, a number of things happened. And again, I must reiterate for the Minister of Health to indicate that this is not a crisis. God forbid that healthcare workers begin to think outside the box to force him to realize that this indeed is a crisis.
Stewart says at the end of the emergency meeting today, a 15-point action plan was arrived at, which will be shared with the general membership soon. Shifting gears, with the country having reached 100 murders and the government's one-year anniversary fast approaching, the Homeland Security Minister says he will not be grading his performance just yet. He spoke to cameraman Gary Vincent and reporter Jensen Levend at the graduation ceremony for some 52 participants who took part in the minister's Dare to Dream hairdressing course at his constituency.
A graduation culminates a period marked by tests and trials. Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander today encouraged some 52 young girls and women who graduated from a 4-week hairdressing course to continue striving for excellence. And with the government's first anniversary in 2 weeks, CNC3 News asked the Homeland Security Minister whether he too would graduate based on the grade he would give his performance.
I am not prepared to grade myself, I will tell you what. That's the question we should ask the young people here today. What grade they will give their MP.
And with 100 recorded murders up to news time, the Tunapuna MP says proper parenting plays a critical role in addressing crime.
For years, all of us, you, all of us, blaming everything else. As parents, the school, the police, and nobody pointed a finger to themselves and said, well, I wonder if it's what I am doing or not doing that is resulting in the children's behavior.
The one-time police officer took time out from his platitudes to comfort Aisha Kalicharan, whose mother, Trisha Maharaj, was killed outside her home on Wednesday.
She was a nurse here a couple days ago. The violence, gun violence. So you, as participants, must stand up.
Deputy Police Commissioner Suzette Martin says the police service is focused on anti-gang initiatives and intends to engage in the strategic use of legislative powers under the state of emergency to disrupt criminal enterprises. She also says that there has been an expansion of the community-led intervention programs as these initiatives are critical in reducing the risk of retaliatory violence. For Alexander, this approach is part of the government's plan, which he says
it's a work in progress. You see how many things are happening at the Ministry of Homeland Security? You know why? Because I am a go-getter. This government will not sit idly by and watch things continue. But again, it's a work in progress.
Jensen Lavend, the CNC3 News.
Thanks, Jensen. It's time now for a break. Stay with us.
Visit Tire Clinic Marketing, New Truck and OTR Tire Service Center at number 30 and 32 Montrose Main Road, Chabonas. Call today at 665-8973 or 672-3419. Alignment services available. Tire Clinic Marketing, Truck and OTR Service Center. A tire for every need.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
Come, I'm going to take you upstairs. I'm going to fix you up. And when Mr. Hubert come, I'm going to tell him.
Tell me what?
Oh, Miss Pamela only had one drink, sir.
I'll make some coffee. I want to be alone with my wife.
Your wife? That's a good joke.
So you've been telling our business to Myrna?
Watch TNT's hit soap opera, Westwood Park, Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. only on CNC3.
Welcome back. Two political analysts are calling on Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to provide further clarity on her claims surrounding the reappointment of Caricom Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett. In the government's opposition to the reappointment, the Prime Minister claimed the process was unlawful and shrouded in secrecy. Earlier this week, Foreign Affairs Minister Sean Sobers claimed that TNT was disinvited from the voting process, a claim the regional body denies. Political analyst Derek Ramsamouch believes the public incident suggests a lack of understanding of the decision-making protocols within Caricom. Describing this country's approach as Brexit-like, he says it is important to understand if TNT was indeed disinvited, as claimed by the government. Meanwhile, Dr. Winford James argues that Caricom has done nothing wrong, and it is the government that has questions to answer.
It appears to me from all the information I have that Caricom did not break any rule, although, of course, Mrs. Bissessar did not want and still does not want Bennett to be there. Why she doesn't want Bennett to be there, I don't know if she's obligated to give a reason, but why she doesn't want the lady to be there is beyond me. So it's really disturbing for me. It's confusing. The Trinidad and Tobago position so far as we know it.
Caricom Chair Dr. Terence Drew says all efforts were made to include TNT in the Nevis retreat where Dr. Barnett was re-elected. The Foreign and Caricom Affairs Minister disputes this account, and the Prime Minister has just shared a letter that was sent to Dr. Drew on her Facebook page. In it, TNT officially declined to take part in the emergency heads of government meeting scheduled for Friday, which intended to address Trinidad and Tobago's concerns. For tonight's People Say question, we took to the streets to ask members of the public, how do you think Trinidad and Tobago is currently being perceived on the international stage under the present administration?
I think our current leadership of the country have made some statements that could have the country viewed to be supporting activities that are not in line with best international practice.
From my observation, it doesn't seem that we have the friends that we used to have before. For instance, if we look right at our neighbors in the Caribbean region, we find that there's some, tense relationships, and that in the long term, let's say in the next 4 to 5 years, if this kind of tense relationship continues, it could cause some negative effects for us in Trinidad and Tobago.
Presently, based on some of the contributions that was made by this particular government, persons are a little bit hesitant in how they go forward with dealing with Trinidad and Tobago.
Honestly, I think their opinions would probably be based on the last 10 years rather than 1 year. I think that on the administration before, it was a disaster. We were looked like a corrupt, terrible place and very dangerous. With the new government, honestly, I think things can move a little quicker.
I'm very concerned that we are not moving in a positive direction. Persons living abroad, they have reached out to me, my relatives, my co-workers, my colleagues who are foreign-based. They were once thinking of returning. Persons are no longer returning home. They are concerned that Trinidad and Tobago is not progressing.
Former Tobago West MP Shamfa Kojo filed her nomination papers today to contest the PNM Tobago leadership election. In stark contrast to the grand entrance of her opponent, Kelvin Morris, the day before, Kojo arrived at the party's Scarborough headquarters by herself. The former Tobago West MP says she's comfortable neither having the backing of party bigwigs nor a slate, but remains confident that her work on the ground will pay off in the April 26th internal polls.
In this battle, or in this exercise, I would want to call it, it is not, there is no other side. We are the People's National Movement, and on April 27th, we are all going to be the People's National Movement. There are people who are in my team who are also on Calvin's team. Yes, so they see my strategy and they see in his strategy too. You understand? But what we would gain from the process is we all will come up with ideas as to how to rebuild the PNM.
Kojo says while her campaign has been clean, she has faced personal attacks from what she calls the Boys Club. However, at his filing on Friday, a confident Morris said his tenure as minority leader is helping to guide his campaign.
It has been excellent. You know, it gives me and the team an opportunity to reconnect with our membership. One of the hallmarks of my representation over the last 4 years is being very much on the ground, meeting the people, listening, you know, and this is something I intend to bring back to the party as well, that very grassroots approach.
The election date was revised from April 19th to the 26th to allow time to revise the membership list. A war of words has erupted between local government Minister Khadija Amin and Port of Spain Mayor Chinua Allen over the financial state of municipal corporations. The dispute follows a Facebook post the mayor shared today, in which he said that all 14 municipal corporations are facing severe financial constraints. Allen describes the situation as a, quote, fiscal fiasco stemming from the 2026 budget. He is alleging that all corporations lack the funds to meet basic obligations, including salaries and NI's contributions. But Minister Amin says the mayor was, quote, talking rubbish. She says the government inherited municipal corporations burdened with millions of dollars in debt. She says when all 14 municipalities met on Wednesday, they agreed on the proposals for a midterm budget review, including increased NIS allocations and adjustments to accommodate wage negotiations. In other news, a soca artist who has been performing since she was a child, Destra Garcia, is navigating soca seniority by embracing her spiritual truth without turning her back on Carnival. Soyini Gray reflects on Garcia's post-Carnival concert at Queen's Hall.
Destra Garcia is a soca artist in transition, but one who is embracing her truth to guide the changes she intends to make. So while one may question why instead of a carnival concert, she would choose a gospel concert during Lent, days before spiritual Shout to Baptist Liberation Day.
So you know, carnival music, soca music, I never sing songs that are bad. I never sing bad soca. I always sing songs with a message sometimes, you know? Well, most of them.
For some of her most popular songs, a simple change in arrangement was enough to take them from the Savannah stage
We try and try, we want to make it. One thing about my country.
to the worship hall.
I pray we'll find your love. I pray we'll find your love. And hold it in our heart. And hold it in our heart. When stars go out each night. When stars go out each night.
But Garcia isn't one note, sharing the stage with her daughter Zaya for this delightful rendition of the prayer. Opening up her show with Calypso King David Rudder and allowing singer Nisa, real name Janissa St. Hilaire's, powerful vocals to shine on this gospel classic. Garcia's show Reflections was a confession in concert format. She shared her voice, her fashion, and her heart on stage, giving audiences more options for how they can enjoy her music, with a show from an artist who, in her second year of hosting, is also showing a deepened confidence in her path as a musician. Soini Gray, CNC3 News.
Thanks, Soini. Still to come in sport, Scarlet Blazers captain Brandon Boodoo guides his team to a commanding victory over Cocorico Warriors, securing the final of the TTCB Under-19 Cup title.
Struggling with blood sugar swings, high blood pressure, or stiff joints? Take control with Aja Nutrition's powerful wellness trio. Berberine Plus supports healthy blood sugar. Blood pressure support helps keep your pressure in check. And Joint Aid keeps your joints moving so you can stay active every day. Don't wait. Choose Aja Nutrition for trusted, effective solutions. Available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide. Feel better, move better, live better with Aja Nutrition.
My own personal motto is to show citizens of this country that our stories can be told in a professional and international standard. I want to show them that the journalism they consume on cable TV can also exist here. Each day, that's my focus, that's my drive, to show the stories of our communities, of our people, matter just as much as anywhere else in the world. That's why we are where you are.
I got a bone to pick with you. Ladies, I'm talking about that 90-day thing. Well, how that's bothering you? Oh, I'm gonna tell you how it's bothering me. I figure like this, ladies, if you're in your 20s, wait 90 days. If you're in your 30s, wait 60 days. If you're in your 40s, wait 30 days. But if you're over 50, jump on it.
Make sure you have yourself a great investment week by viewing The Boss Report every Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. during CNC3's The Morning Brew. You'll get sound financial advice, whether you're a new or experienced investor, when you view The Boss Report. CNC3, covering your world.
Calling all filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs, with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
In tonight's sport, defending champions Trinidad and Tobago began their Jean Pierre Caribbean Youth Netball Championship campaign in impressive style, powering past the Cayman Islands in front of a lively home crowd. Rajiv Surat Singh has the details.
Backed by a lively home crowd, the Junior Calypso girls wasted no time asserting themselves, delivering a clinical performance from the opening whistle. By the end of the first quarter, Team TTO had already built a commanding 12-1 lead, setting the tone for what would be a one-sided contest. The momentum continued into the second and third quarters, with the hosts extending their advantage 24-2 at halftime and 31-3 by the end of the third period, showcasing both their attacking sharpness and defensive discipline. Leading the charge was Curleen Lara, who netted 19 of her 23 attempts, well supported by Venus Kirk with 18 goals from 26 tries. Akeda Muir also contributed efficiently, adding 4 goals from 5 attempts. Prior to the match, team manager Jody Sprott expressed confidence in the squad's preparation, noting their eagerness to display the progress made over the past 10 months. The players certainly delivered. Team TTO have sent a clear message to their regional rivals with a strong leadership from Captain Jerusha Devines and the backing of their home supporters. The defending champions look determined to maintain their winning form as the tournament continues. Rajiv Suratsing, CNC3 Sports.
To cricket now, Scarlet Blazers captain Brendan Boodoo scored an unbeaten century to lead the Blazers to a 60-run win over Kokriko Warriors and claim the FIAL TTCB Under-19 Cup. Boodoo scored 101 not out as the Blazers posted 292 for 7 in 50 overs after they were sent in to bat. Now, Christian Lal added 89 in a 138-run partnership with Boodoo. Tyler Ramroop was Warriors' best bowler with 2 for 42 from 10 overs. In reply, the Warriors reached 232 for 8 from their 50 overs. Roberto Badri scored 66 not out, and Zachariah Mohammed scored 58 not out, but could not prevent the 60-run defeat. Skyan Charles took 2 for 22 and was Blazers' best bowler as they claimed the FIAL TTCB Under-19 Cup championship. The Trinidad and Tobago men's under-19 rugby 15s team enjoyed a successful outing in St. Lucia, winning all 3 of their matches in the inaugural Tri-Union Rugorama Series as part of their build-up to the 2026 Rugby America's North Championship in Mexico. TNT opened their campaign with a commanding 20-5 victory over St. Lucia under-20s at the Grand Revere playing field in Castries. They followed that up with an even more dominant display in their second outing, blanking St. Lucia men 26-0 in their final match against Turks and Caicos. Trinidad and Tobago edged a tighter contest 7-5 across the 3 matches. Captain Jasani Daniel led by example, guiding his side through a productive series ahead of next year's regional championship in Mexico. To the English Premier League now, where Arsenal's title charge took a potentially devastating blow after a shock defeat to Bournemouth, leaving manager Mikel Arteta facing mounting pressure at a critical stage of the season. Rajiv Suratsing has more. All right, it's time now for another break. Don't go anywhere.
Dress like you mean business. At The Working Woman, we bring you stylish, professional looks made for the modern woman. From casual to formal workwear, we've got your professional wardrobe covered.
Through every storm and every sunrise, a familiar face and a trusted voice returns to your forecast.
This is where it all began.
Good afternoon, Sidoni. Welcome home.
Stronger, sharper, ready to serve you again.
15 minutes, the news.
Because when it comes to your weather,
I'm Sigoni Mohammed with your CNC3 weather forecast. It's good to be home.
In Guyana, a search and rescue operation is ongoing after a cargo plane crashed in a remote mountainous region. Officials say the Nicaraguan pilot was the only person on board. Emergency crews have been deployed, but rescue efforts are hampered by the rugged terrain and poor weather conditions, making access to the crash site difficult. The pilot's condition is currently unknown. Teams are working on trying to reach the site. now for a look at tomorrow's weather forecast. The Met Office says conditions will be mostly sunny, slightly hazy and breezy, with a low chance of isolated showers. A light concentration of Saharan dust is also present in the atmosphere, and sensitive individuals are advised to take the necessary precautions. Tomorrow's maximum forecast temperature in Trinidad is 32 degrees, while Tobago will experience a high of 31 degrees Celsius. Seas are moderate, with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and 1 or below in sheltered areas. Thank you so much for joining and staying with us for the weekend news here on CNC3. I'm Doris Polo on behalf of the entire team here at CNC3. Thank you for watching and have a great night.
You're watching CNC3.
Last week on Westwood Park.
It's my kid, okay? It's my responsibility, Tiffany.
Jason, enough is enough. I've had it with this. You know, we haven't discussed this before, but now is as good a time as any. Can't you see that she's using this child to get to you? God, you know, I just find it so incredible that this woman could just waltz into town, tell you that this is her child, and you accept it.
Right now, I really don't care about she demons now. I have to figure out what to do. Miss Pamela leave a little money for me, but I don't know what to do with it.
Well, what you want me to do for you?
That is what I want to talk to you about. So you could come?
I suppose I could. Things kind of quiet here these days. You know? Eventually gonna heat up with elections and everything.
Well, I want you to bring a few things when you come in. Don't worry, I'll go pay for it. You have to put them on before you come.
Girl.
In case you've not been listening, there's a drug ring operating within the company. That makes it a very dangerous situation. One which you, my dear, are not equipped to handle.
Roy, listen to me. I am going to do it whether you help me or not. Okay? So, are you going to help me?
I never wanted you out of my life, Jason. I just needed to make a life of my own. Now I have, and I need you to be a part of it.
You sure didn't make that clear 4 years ago. Things are different now.
Yes, they are. We have a son.
So it seems. I have to go. Tiffany's waiting. We'll discuss old times some other time.
Does this jog your memory?